Hello, everybody, and good afternoon. Happy convention week to everybody. I hope we are all crazy excited and sort of like butterflies in the tummy. I know that that's how I always feel. That's, well, how I always feel. It's how I felt last year, and it's how I feel this year as well.
We are all
Whoops, there's my phone. With convention, there's so many things going on, you guys. Like my first, just real quick, I'm just gonna say this real quick. My first thing is that like I'm a little bit sad because you know the feeling when you have like you have everybody all together in the same place, and it's such an awesome feeling that I'm just like, oh, it's sad not to have that. But also we're going to be getting we're going to be getting our new products and stuff like that. Like, I'm just crazy excited for all of the new stuff. But anyway, so that's just me being excited right now. I am here with, is it Alicia or Alicia?
Alicia.
Alicia, I knew it. I knew it. But then I was like, but if you're wrong, Martha. So anyway, all right, so we are here to talk about Silver Made Simple. For everybody that's watching, this is how I do this all the time, you guys. And the reason why I interview people that are actually taking the courses is because if I plan on spending time or money on anything, I want to know what it's doing for people, not just what the creator of the thing says that it's going to do, but what it's really actually doing for people, right? So that's why I do these videos, is just to be able to help you guys understand what it could do for you. And then you can determine, you know, on your own and decide whether you want to do it or not. At the end of this video, well, actually, I'll just tell you right now, we have a special going on right now, like as I'm recording this. So this is only for, this is only until June 16th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, June 16th, 2020, because this video will be on forever. So June 16th, 2020, until 5 p.m. Central Time, here's the deal. Anyone at all that gets Go for Gold and Silver Made Simple. Go for Gold is the system that allows you to basically nurture a lead into a member. It's a system that I've made for my team to be able to hit gold in 6 months, and then it's duplicating thousands of times over now. If you get that and Silver Made Simple, which we're going to talk about is the daily checklist, then you will be entered to win. There's going to be a drawing. One person is going to win $1,000. I'm not even kidding. Like we were like, what can we do for people? And then I was looking at Mike and I'm like, let's give them $1,000. Let's give them $1,000 right before convention so they can just go get whatever they want to get. So somebody's going to win on Tuesday night, June 16, 2020. Somebody's going to win Tuesday night, and then I'm going to PayPal it to them right then, and you will have the money and you will be able to just go have at it. So there's that. That's going to happen. So Alicia, let's go ahead and talk about what Silver Made Simple. Now, you know, 5 minutes into the video, so sorry about that.
Sure.
Let's talk about what Silver Made Simple has done for you. So first of all, how long have you been with Young Living?
So I started about 13 years ago.
13 years ago.
Yeah, I started using the products about 13 years ago. I had to think, because it was when my daughter was a baby, and she's 13. So yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So where have, oh man, so many questions just tried to come out at once there. Where how? So what rank are you right now, or what rank were you before you started Go for Gold?
I'm executive, and I've kind of been sitting there for a very long time.
All right. Okay.
And I think I have a decent amount underneath me. I think it's just mainly getting the systems in place and being consistent, because I use them in my house all the time. I try to share them, but you get in your daily routines of using, and you don't always think to, maybe I should be sharing this. Maybe I should be telling this person or your coworkers or whatever. So
that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I mean, you nailed it in one sentence. That's exactly what happens. We start using our stuff. And then first of all, when you started using your products, you were probably like, oh, this is awesome. This is so cool. And then like you told people about it, right? And then you have your 2 to 3%, right? Your 2 to 3% is your low hanging fruit. Everybody that's going to buy what you're selling, everybody that wants to do what you're doing, all of that. 2 to 3% probably got you to executive. And then that's where a system was necessary. And that's where Go for Gold came into place. But, and then after you get used to how awesome it is, then it's just something, it's almost like, not a prescription. I'm obviously not going to say that. Nobody's said that, but it's like the thing that you just do every day. It's routine. That's the word. It's routine. So, and then it just kind of, you're like, well, I'm going to put this on. I'm going to put this on. And then it starts to go on autopilot where you're not even actually thinking about it. So what has Silver Made Simple done for you in helping you sort of like shake the cobwebs loose?
Well, I think like you said, it's just having those daily tasks in place, because you think about, where am I going to start? What am I going to do? And especially if you're talking to people through social media, it can be overwhelming. And I guess when you've been using it for so long too, sometimes it's hard to go back and figure out, where do I start? You know, because like you said, it's that daily routine of you already doing it. You're not new anymore. It's that. So getting those systems that you've had in place, and the Go for Gold has been amazing to get everything just on track, and having those systems and just getting your website in place. Because I'll be honest, I did use Get Oiling years ago and I stopped because I didn't know everything that they had value in there to really use. So it's been amazing to go through it and actually get everything set up and use it the way you should. So I know I'm saying both, but they're both going in my opinion. You need both. You can't just do one. You need both of them. So
yeah, you really do. They're pretty yin and yang whenever it comes to like this, the Go for Gold. I always do like a claw with it. The Go for Gold is like it's the system itself. You have to have that, right?
Yeah.
And then Silver Made Simple is your checklist that you do every day. You have the two of those, and you have like the onboarding experience extraordinaire. It's like, it's what everybody needs when they're starting their business. That's awesome. So, what was I going to say?
And I guess for me too, I have an amazing upline as far as like everybody helping each other and knowing how to use the products and sharing those kinds of things, but just having that task of like, you have that checklist and how to implement all of that into a daily obtainable goal, and not feel overwhelmed like you have to do 10 hours a day to make a successful business. It's to have it broken down into those little bite size that makes it where people like, I can do this. It really is sustainable and work and do your other things you need to do.
Yeah, because you have another job, don't you?
I do. I'm a real estate agent, and then I have 3 kids. So between all of that, just craziness. So
you don't have time to spend more than that. If somebody were to tell you that you had to spend, even 5 hours a day on your business, would that be a deal breaker to you?
It would. I don't have 5 hours to give. I mean, I usually get up at 5:30 before my kids get up, and I do a couple hours in the morning, and I might do an hour at night before I go to bed, just because those are lull times. I don't have other appointments. So I can during those times, and doing it on social media or through emails and those things, you can do it during those times and it works.
Yes.
You have to do it at 8 or 9 when people are actually awake,
Yeah. I can't say it's the easy button, because the FTC doesn't like that. But it's the simple button. There were a simple button. Instead of like sitting there staring at the wall and thinking like, okay, what am I going to post today? What am I going to do today? All of that stuff. It's like not only your social media post prompts of do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, with a reason and a strategy behind it, but it's also like, here's what you're going to do with your team today too. Like it's not even just about getting people signed up. Like it's seriously holistically inclined.
Well, and I guess creating that community, creating that, not like you said, not selling. I think that in the past, you hear so much that we're selling, and that's the turn off of people. I don't want to sell something. I love your product, but I don't want to sell something, Me
either.
Showing people you don't have to do that.
Yeah. I don't want to be the person who walks down the hall and then somebody sees them and they're like, oh gosh, like don't make eye contact, right? Do not engage.
Lady, please hide.
She's gonna try to sell you something, right? Like I don't want that. And I don't want anybody else to have that. First of all, that's not how we get oils in every home. right? We have to be accessible, and it has to be easy breezy. It can't be like that. We have to come a different way. So what would you say to somebody that that's on the fence? That's like, should I get it? Should I not get it? What would you say to somebody? Aside from you might win $1,000.
Aside from that, that's a great reason right there. I guess for me, if you don't take a leap of faith, you're never going to know. For me, it's like, I'm not dipping my toe. I'm either all in or I'm not.
Yes.
Make that choice. Are you still on the fence? Or is it something you really, truly want to see you make a difference in people's lives and in your family's life?
Amen.
If you that jump, it really is a minimal expense to take that jump.
You guys, it's so inexpensive. Most small courses I have taken before will cost at least like $300 or something. This is like a year worth of content that you can do over and over and over again. It's evergreen, which means it's timeless, over and over and over again until you're Royal Crown Diamond and beyond for $97. Okay. Let's be super clear. It is not that much money. So I mean, yeah, do some self-evaluation if you're looking at it like, oh, I don't know, it's too expensive. If it gets you $300 back, right? You still came out ahead. Now imagine if you get that back on the monthly, and then it starts growing and growing and growing and growing. It pays for itself pretty darn quickly, you guys. Anyway, that's just the strategist in me where I'm like, why? It's so silly not to. Anyway.
Well, this one's been the easiest for me to follow. I have done other trainings, I'll be honest, over the years, and this has been the easiest and most simplest way to implement into your daily life and still have a life.
Boom. So. There it is. That's the title for the YouTube video. Thank you for that.
No problem.
Awesome. Well, you have a great day. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And everybody else, you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.